just taking a look at his record after 27 games in the Premier League. Arteta hasn't even seen out a full season yet, worth of games at least. We can see his record is actually not quite as good, Tony, as Unai Emery, but he's lifted silverware. He's broken that hoodoo of not getting a victory away to Big Six, the hoodoo of not winning away to Manchester United in 14 years. What do you like about the culture that he's building at the club? Because he's not afraid to put his foot down. Something which we sort of discussed when it came to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and how he's handling personnel. With Arteta, if he doesn't like Ozil, sorry, you're not in the squad. He doesn't like Guendouzi, sorry, you're going out on loan. You're not going to play first anymore. Is that what you like to see? Is that how Ole Gunnar Solskjaer should be handling affairs?
I think he's his own man. I'm super impressed with Arteta. I really like him a lot. He's doing some great work. You know, the 3-4-3 last year, what the cup run did, it put a few plasters on the recruitment process. The recruitment's been poor for the last few years. And Arteta was handed a poor bunch of players, to be honest with you. And he got the best out of them. He changed his shape. He went 3-4-3 and put 2 trophies on the side. But I honestly thought that he'd go into a back 4 at the start of the season. And it's taken him time. And maybe he's been listening to this show, Adam, and me bang on every time about this back 4. And he's gone into a back 4. And I thought they were superb today. But listen, don't get me wrong. He follows me on socials, mate. He's heard me. He's heard me, I'm not just saying this, he's heard me on more than one occasion say, Arteta, get yourself a back 4 in place and work with them. And he's got fantastic ability to work with this team. He puts hours into the training pitch. He's his own man. If Ozil's not in his thinking, he's out. You know, it's as simple as that. There's a lot of... you know, I think I can't speak highly enough of the guy. The words coming out there, you know, I talked to my mate Steve Bold, who's still in the club, you know, taking down the 23s at the moment. And he said to me, Tone, this guy's, he's got it all. He's the governor. He's the best he's seen in a long time. He really does understand the game, you know, and he expresses himself. He's very confident. You know, it's his first job, for God's sake, you know. He's doing a remarkable job.
Where do you reckon the respective clubs are going to finish at the end of the season? Right? Where are United going to finish? They're in the bottom half of the table. I think they're 15th. Arsenal have climbed up to 8th. Still, embryotic stage of the season, early days after just 7 games. But in May, what are we going to be looking at?
Well, before I'm going to answer that, I just want to come back to Tony, because it's an interesting view that Tony has about, you know, that back 4. You were very much in favour of a back 4, Tony. And I think for the listeners as well, it would be good to know why you are not so much in favour for a back 3 in general, and why do you think a back 4, you know, is better? What are the advantages? Because you see a lot of teams actually playing, you know, 3 at the back, whether they play 3-4-3 or 3-5-2. Why is that from your experience as a player?
Rennie, to be honest, I won all my trophies in 10 trophies in the back 4, so I'm a little bit partial to it. I played 3 with England team, and it does, when you've got your players make systems, as you well know, and when we had 4 is a good number across the line. For me, across the back area. Now, in the modern game, 5 is becoming the number. But what we did with the back 4, we had people like Patrick, and we've got one at the moment, Partey, that can slip in between the 2 central defenders. So it makes it a 3 at the end of the day. And historically, Rennie, the only team that's ever won the championship is Juventus playing with a 3. And they had Chiellini. Chiellini was a left-side left-back, not really a left-back, but a left-side centre-half. He was perfect for that position. And to be honest with you, they could have played 1 at the back, Juventus, in that time. You know, historically, statistically, the back 4 system works for me. That's why I and like you said, once we got the Brazilian foot wing-backs, and every team now are shooting down the sides, and they're a little bit worried about your central defenders being pulled into those kind of wide areas. And I think, as Terry Venables played it, he played them with he played these centre backs with left and right fullbacks, and they went out and they were comfortable in that area. So I think I've answered your question, Rennie.
No, you certainly did, and I think it's important because I think it's important for viewers to know as well, because Solskjaer changed it to a 3 against Paris Saint-Germain, you know, and it worked a treat. But having said that, like I said, it was the poorest the poorest Paris Saint-Germain team I saw, and people were saying, oh, well, the back three looked really solid. Yeah, because they had nobody to defend. Because Neymar, who played up front, dropped in behind, which got taken care of McTominay and Fred. So the only danger came from Mbappe on the left and Di Maria, but he was doubled up all the time. So, you know, those are interesting things, tactical things. So back to your question, Adam, where United is going to finish is by far too early to say. Don't get me wrong, it's a very, very poor start. They make it really difficult for themselves. Obviously, I'm sure that they are capable of, again, going on a good run and putting the points on the board and win 3, 4, 5, you know, games on a trot and 6, hopefully. And then obviously they'll be up there, you know, they need to get up to 7th, 6th and 5th. And then obviously by the end of the season, they need to challenge again to get in the top 4. But like I said, the last 2 seasons, they ended 3rd, but 33 points of the champions. And the year before, 32. So where they're going to end up, I don't know. But it will be, it will take, again, a little bit of doing to get them back up there, you know, close to the top 4. You know, still early days, but I'm sure with the quality that they have and what they you know, and Solskjaer, I'm sure that they, with his staff, have to sort of find a recipe to make it work and make it click.
Tony, we have to wrap up within the next 2 minutes, so I have to ask you for a quick answer. Will Arsenal finish above Manchester United at the end of the season, as they are right now in the table?
Yep, they're finish above United. They're a top 6 team for me. They're just great signs, great positive signs, especially not only the result today, but for performances. But I think they're just missing, as we spoke about last time I was on the show, goalkeeper and maybe another number 10, you know, someone up front to be champions. But they're great signs today. You know, we've got a couple of leaders in the central defender area and the central midfield play. So top 6, we're getting closer.
Getting closer. Big words from Tony Adams, René Meulensteen.